My name is Curtis Chambers, but I usually go by the name of Curt. I have been with Dynamic Conveyor for all of its life, and it was a successor to an early name that I had for conveyors called Conveyorette. Um, Dynamic Conveyor um, came into the vision in the late 1980s. And at that time, um, I had been building conveyors out of extruded aluminum, and they wound up getting marketed throughout most of the 1980s through a company down in Cleveland, Ohio. In the late 1980s, I got the idea of having conveyors made out of plastic, of all things, and made out of sections where the plastic parts, injection molded parts, um, could be joined together with a screw system. And that was wound up to be the type of thing where a conveyor could be as long or as short as you needed. And this would be something that the customer themselves could do at within a reasonable amount of time of changing things. And so I started a program and designed the the parts for those conveyors. There were quite a few injection molded, different injection molded parts, and they were complex enough. Um, it took probably 2 or 3 years to complete the both the design and to get the molds up and running to make those parts. And all of that happened around the end of the 1980s and into the early 1990s. Uh, Early on in the 1990s, those conveyors were successful. They functioned and worked the way that I had hoped that they would. I have some pictures of the early conveyors before DynaCon. They wound up out in industry, and as odd as it sounds, years, literally years after these conveyors had been out there, a customer that had these needed some parts for a conveyor that was probably 15 years old or more. I don't know about that. I just remember shaking my head and saying, you know, we didn't have anything at that time to take care of them, and I felt a little bit bad. But he was encouraged to buy a new, I think, a DynaCon conveyor. I think the company's longevity and success has been due to some excellent leadership throughout the years. And I'm very proud to say that that leadership was my oldest daughter, Jill. When I look around here in the Dynamic Conveyor shop, out in the shop itself, I am absolutely amazed at the different types of conveyors that are being made here in this company. There is just a huge variety of different conveyors, or maybe singular conveyor made to what the customer wants and needs.